about time I can talk about this movie without getting threatened, being shot through a window. Hello, greetings, film YouTubers. Welcome back to all new movie review. Let's talk about Endgame one more time. Spoiler talk. Yes, spoiler talk. We haven't talking about spoilers yet because people kept threatening shoot me through a window with sniper rifle. Remember that? Yeah, but sorry for lack of content lately. I've been busy with lack of vlogs and all that. I've just been busy a lot lately, and yeah, there's just nothing going on in my life lately. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'll talk Endgame one more time, get a video out there. So yeah, Avengers Endgame is now out, and yeah, let's talk about it. So the big thing right off the bat when we start off is something really unexpected, and so something that surprised me. The first act started off slow and kind of surprised me a bit because at first I'm like, okay, Captain Marvel rescues Tony and Tony is sending the message to Pepper Potts with the Iron Man helmet, and a funny callback to the first Iron Man when he's like, don't post this on the internet, and he's like, in the first Iron Man he's like, you better not post this on my MySpace page or whatever. And yeah, that was a fun callback. I like that. Then Captain Marvel comes in and saves the day, and my God, Tony's been through a lot. He has been through a lot, man. He looks like he just comes out of spaceship skin. Oh my God, he just has been through a lot, and I can see where he's coming back because he keeps making callbacks to Age of Ultron, where he's like, our world needed a suit of armor and all that. He's like a drunken Tony Stark and all that. And yeah, I felt back. So the Avengers go on the Bentar and bring Captain Marvel and go strike back to frickin' Thanos. They found out where he is because energy surges. And yeah, and that gamma radiation energy surge is a great callback to the first Avengers with Hulk being brought in and all that. That was a great callback. And so Hulk and everyone basically goes on the frickin' Pentar and they find Thanos. Thanos in this movie, man. He looks like, oh my God, he's been through a lot. He has the glove melted to his arm and the frickin' half of his face is melted off. And then he destroyed the Infinity Stones. So the Avengers were shocked, and something cool I liked is that Thanos never lies. They made that clear in this movie that he never lies from past MCU and on. And I like that callback. I really like that callback because it's great for a villain not to lie, and he has honor in him. And basically, Thanos gets his head chopped off within the first 15 minutes of the movie. The end, people! Let's go home, bye! See? No, there's a time jump 5 years later with support groups and all that, and Captain Marvel got a haircut and everything else, and yeah. Then Scott Lang comes in, saying callbacks to Ant-Man and Wasp, that time works differently and all that, and the thing I like about this is that this half of the movie is that the Avengers are trying to move on, but they can't move on. The world is trying to move on, but they can't. It's like a post-apocalyptic world, and they've been through a lot. They just don't know how to move on, and that's what I like about this portion of the movie. Sure, it's slow for some people, but I like it because it shows their emotions. It shows how grounded they are right now. And yeah, and so they try to bring the team back together, and Tony Stark, man, he has a kid, and she's really cute. I love you, 3000. I'm like, oh, come on! Stop setting him up. We all know what's going to happen at the end. Oh, it's so sad. And yeah. And then basically he doesn't want help because of everything he gained. One smart decision they made with Hawk. I liked Hawk in this movie. Sure, he didn't rage out, but they had nowhere else to go. He was a raging monster to a hero to a talking dumb monster to smart Hawk. And that was a perfect direction to go with him. I like that with Hawk. They couldn't go anywhere else with him besides down. They had to go up. And I like that. And Thor in this movie, man. Thor, man. He's Big Lebowski with the frickin' beards and all that. And the frickin' beer gut and all that. Beer gut. That was hilarious. I did not see that coming. So the Avengers split up in teams and have a time heist to get the Infinity Stones and go back. And Ant-Man, Hulk, and Cap, and Iron Man all go to the first battle of Avengers. This is when the movie starts moving. And oh my gosh, I've heard applauses a lot, and I love these scenes. When they go back in time past movies, Rocket goes with Thor to Asgard, get the Nether, and then Nebula and Rhodey and Hawkeye and Black Widow go to 2014 to get the Power Stone and the Soul Stone, and they split up. And I love the callback in the Battle of New York. Oh my god. The Hydra agents come in, they freaking get the scepter and all that. They're almost redoing the elevator fight scene, and I really like that. I'm like, oh my god, are they going to do it? He's like, Hell Hydra. I'm like, come on! That was funny, man. And something I liked was that the Ancient One from Doctor Strange was helping him bound New York, and she knows that Doctor Strange is going to come, and him giving up the time stone is important. They talk about other realities and all that. I like that. And then Loki escapes with the space stone, so they have to go back in time, and Tony confronts his father, and Cap sees his past, and it's a great character moment for Tony and his father talking and all that. Meanwhile, Thor and Rocket are having funny moments, and Thor is hilarious in this movie, man. Then, one sad death that happens is Black Widow. Black Widow does die, and it's really sad because Hawkeye and her are fighting, and Hawkeye tries to jump off a cliff, but Black Widow doesn't allow it and throws him off the cliff, and it's really sad, man. I teared up, and yeah, that was amazing. And what they go through after was kind of hard, and then am I forgetting what else? Oh, Nebula gets kidnapped by this timeline's Nebula and Gamora and in 2014. So Thanos replicates the pin particles that got them through time, and Nebula goes back. Everyone goes back to the regular timeline, gets everything, and basically makes their own Infinity Gauntlet to redo the snap, and Hawk redoes the snap, and it works. We'll get to that in a second, and basically, Nebula calls in Thanos, and oh my gosh, the best final battle in any movie ever happens. That is, oh my gosh. It's amazing. Every single superhero we met in the MCU is there except Quicksilver, R.I.P. Every single superhero is there, and I was gushing. I'm like, yes! Everyone claps. Everyone's coming through the portals. Howard the Duck come through the portals. Everything. And Thanos was fighting Captain America, and he broke the shield. And it's a callback to the Infinity Gauntlet storyline in the comics. And Cap has Mjolnir, and oh my gosh, it's freaking awesome. And everyone charges in the Leviathans from the first movie. Everything is there, and it's freaking awesome. I smiled so much. Oh my gosh. It's just amazing. no way to describe how amazing it was. And of course, Tony Stark dies, and during the funeral, everyone who he influenced was there, even the kid from Iron Man 3, and I started crying. I rarely cry during movies. Man, I was watering my eyes out. Yeah, and the last line he says is, "I am Iron Man, snap." And he says, "Love you 3000, daughter," and Captain America goes back in time, returns stone, and grows old. And yeah, that's it, basically. That's everything. And I loved every single minute of it because you realize something. We'll never have a movie like this again in our generation. Maybe 10 years from now we will, but this movie wasn't more than a movie. It was an event of 10 years. 22 movies. One, and Marvel has really topped themselves and really outdid themselves. That's why I gave it the score I gave it. It was really amazing, really well done, and Marvel did amazing, and Russo brothers also did amazing with this movie. And yeah, overall, guys, we'll never get a movie like this again. Let's be truthful here. So let's appreciate what we got, and let's hope we'll get another one in 20 years from now. But yeah, amazing movie, guys. Tell me what you guys thought of Endgame down below. And that's all for this time. Punch that like button, face like boss. See you guys in the next show. Bye-bye.